Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, I'm going to show you how to use menu 23 to add radicals and simplify them, or multiply radicals and simplify them, or divide radicals and simplify them. Right. So, but before I start, there's a really important idea that I need you guys to understand. And I'm going to kind of demonstrate it with an example. So if I had let me take a picture of this. If I had 1x plus 7x, you guys know that all you have to do in this instance is take the coefficients, the 1 and the 7, and add them together. And then you keep the variable x, right? It's the same idea for radicals. In order to combine or add or subtract radicals, they have to have the same radical part, right? If they don't, you can't combine them, right? So if I had 1y plus 7y, we can't say, or wait, if we had 1y plus 7x, we can't say that's 8x or 8y. We can only rewrite it because they don't have the same variable, okay? So, likewise, if the radicals don't have the same radical part, then we can't combine them. Otherwise, we just take the coefficients and we do. Now, in this particular example, we do. I'm going to put a 1 here because that's the coefficient. There's a 1 in front of that square root of 7. And the coefficient for the other radical is 4. So all we have to do is we're just going to add those, just like it would be 1x plus 4x, we would add the coefficients and you would get 5x. So we're going to do the same thing. So this is going to be 5 square root of 7. Now, the reason we can do that is because they both have the same radicand, or the same radical part. So the answer for this one is 5 square root of 7. Now, I'm hoping that you guys got that part because we're going to be using that idea a lot. All right, so let's do another one. All right, again, they have the same radical part. So all we're going to do is take the coefficients. In this case, there's a 1 in front of the square root of 2, and there's a 4, so it's going to be 1 plus 4. Actually, let me just, there's a 1 here, so it's going to be 1 plus 4, and then we just keep the radical part, 5 square root of 2. Let's go. 5 square root of 2, 5 square root of 2. All right, submit, submit. All right, let's do another one, hopefully. Yeah. Now, this one, the coefficient is -10. The coefficient over here is 1, but they don't have the same radical part, so we can't combine them. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if there's a way for us to, let me take a picture of this. What we're going to do is we're going to focus in on this 80 and see if we can simplify it. And when we simplify it, hopefully we'll have a radical 5 that we can do something with. So from here, now we need the calculator. So let's go here. We're going to do menu 23. We're going to type in 80. And you can see there's a 5. There's a lone 5 here. So that means this part, let's go back and let's show you. All right, let me move this over. All right, so I'm going to rewrite. So we have a -10 times the square root of 5 plus, I'm going to rewrite this as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. Now remember from our previous videos, when we simplify radicals, we're looking for pairs. So that's going to be 1, 2. That's another 2. And then we're left with 5 inside. Nice. So rewriting this 10 square root of 5, this is going to be 2 times 2 is 4. We're left with the radical 5. So now the coefficient is a -10, and the coefficient for this one is 4. So it's just a -10 plus 4. So that's going to be a -6. And then we just keep the radical 5. That's what we're doing. So let me delete this and enter that answer. So it's going to be a -6 radical 5. And then we submit it. All right, let me do one more. I think this is useful. Now, this one is just, it has the same radical, so it's just 5 plus 1. So this is going to be 6 radical 2. Um, let's see here. What do we got? I'll just finish it out. Oh, wow. All right. So now this, I'm glad we did this one because this one is going to be a little bit challenging. Now we're going to do, we got to see if we can find the same radical because if we can't do much with this. So I'm going to do menu 23 on both of those numbers. So menu 23, and I'm going to type in 112. There's the factorization, and then I'm going to go menu 23 again, and then I'm going to put in 175, 175. There's something else. All right, so now I'm going to rewrite these. So this is, oops, forgot to take a picture. Let me take a picture. So this is going to be 2, and let me rewrite this. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have a square root of 7, and then over here we're going to have -9, and then we're going to rewrite the 175 as 5 times 5 with a radical 7. Now, hopefully you see that the radical 7, when you pull everything out, that's what's going to be left, but let's go ahead and go through it. So we have 2 2's here, so I'm going to pull one out. We got 2 2's here, so I'm going to put another 2 pair. We got a pair of 2, so I'm going to pull another 2 out. And now it's simplified. So it's just going to be 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. And we have the square root of 7 left inside. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to pull this pair of 5's out. So this is going to be times 5. And then we're going to be left with the square root of 7. So I can put that here. 9 times 5 is 45. So now what I have is the coefficient is 8. The coefficient here is a -45. When I do 8 minus 45, what is 7? So this is going to be a -37 square root of 7. All right, that's it. That's what we're doing. I think I'm going to stop and post this. Uh, So this is going to be a -37, a square root of 7. That's what I had. So submit it, and it says nicely done. All right. So look, the idea is in order to add or subtract radicals, they have to have the same radicand or the same radical part. If they're not the same, you can't combine them. Just like if I had 5x's plus 3y's, there's nothing I can do with the coefficients. I can't combine them because they don't have the same variable. But in this case, you're looking for the same radicand or the same radical part. If they have the same radical part, then you just take the coefficients or the numbers in front and you can add or subtract them and you just keep the radical. All right, that's it. I'm going to stop. I'm going to post. Hopefully this is helpful. If not, leave me a message